Hey everyone, this is Phil, and today for the very first time we tried the face-turning Octahedron. This is the one made by Landland. This is the box. It's a really traditional Landland style packaging. It's been like this for years. And yeah, this is the puzzle, obviously scrambled and solved. It's really interesting. It moves in ways that you wouldn't expect, and sometimes I find myself trying to turn the corner, which is impossible because it's face-turning and not corner-turning. So yeah, this is an event that a lot of people have been practicing on Twitch streaming. It's been featured as an unofficial event in Cubing at Home, and a lot of other people are super interested in this puzzle, and also super good. People are getting sub 20 singles. It's pretty crazy. I can't really fathom doing that on this puzzle, but Damien and I spent most of today trying to learn how to solve this puzzle, and we struggled a lot, but we also learned a lot, and yeah, we're just going to talk about some of our experiences and, yeah, just what went through our heads when trying to learn this thing. Yeah, how did you feel about today? How much time did we actually spend doing this?
I think it was at least a couple hours, right?
Yeah, I think I took 2.5 hours. I think I took really long because we tried learning from the tutorial. It was called Ben's Puzzles, right?
Yeah, the Benkisco method.
Yeah, for the life of me, I could not understand it. Am I just dumb, or I don't know?
No, I think it's a little frustrating to need a specific answer and not know which part of the 40 minutes to look through.
Right.
Like, obviously,
right.
You can narrow it down to a few 5 minutes, or you know what step you're on. Mm-hmm. But specific cases are pretty frustrating.
Yeah, I just couldn't get it. So then I went on Google. And I just searched FTO tutorial, and I found a text tutorial that was probably more than 10 years old. And yeah, I ended up solving it with the text tutorial, except my method is really dumb.
Yeah, your method looked like 4x4 LBL. It was piece by piece.
Yeah, so...
Whereas the Benkisco method looked more like reduction.
Yes.
So you did center, 2 triplets... then you did another center, then 2 more centers, which solved all of them except your last one. Then you did the last triplets, and then orientation, permutation, stuff like that. Yeah, I did all the edges, and then all the vertices, and then all the other pieces. Yeah. It's fun at first, and then there's one line in the tutorial that is, do small r, u, small r prime, u prime, 5 times, and it interchanges 2 pieces. Oh lord.
So essentially a small r, it's like this. And it's a land, right? It's not built to make a move like that. Hey look, I'm kind of there. Yeah, so this is me solving most of the pieces up here, but I messed up. It's so easy to mess up that move, because you're doing so many slice turns that the puzzle doesn't really let you do very well. Yeah. And so, yeah.
The main problem that I ran into was with centers. So, whenever you're doing a 4x4, you can insert something, flip it around, and take it out, right? On this, not so much. So, every center is like an RU type insertion. Yeah, so I think with a little bit more time, I can get it down to being able to solve it consistently. But right now, I'm kind of stuck. You can see. I've got the first 2 layers done, because I think these edges, or these triangles, are considered part of last layer because they connect with the triplets.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
So I think F2L's done. If I could just get a good, solid grasp on last layer, I could start getting faster, I think.
Yeah, I will probably... So, if we both did this event, you would get much faster than me, because I'm literally solving it piece by piece. And I got the job done today, but I don't see that method getting faster with this hardware, because I just literally can't do the slice move. And I know a lot of you FTO solvers are going to probably make fun of me for even considering doing that method.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not even FTO solver, and it looked pretty bad.
You making fun of me?
Yeah. I was surprised at how quick you got frustrated. I thought you would be have more patience, I guess, or be more apt to solve puzzles.
Yeah, actually, one thing people don't know about me is that I'm actually not very good at puzzles.
Well, I knew that about you.
Yeah, sure. Awesome. Yeah, I'm just really like honestly though, I'm very slow at learning things. Once I learn something, I'm like usually I get really good at it, but it's hard for me to grasp new ideas sometimes. I need to like really practice and listen over and over again before I get it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think the method at first, I didn't get the method you were trying to learn. So I got a little frustrated by that because I kind of expected myself to be able to do it because I'm kind of an experienced puzzle solver. But then I switched over to this method, which I like comprehend 100%. But I just couldn't physically do it, and that's when I got really angry. It's like the last time I was actually held back by hardware was in 2011.
Now, what were you saying your puzzle wouldn't do?
So the slice move, so like this slice,
Yeah.
like moving it like this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure that, these puzzles they're in a state that 3x3s were in, 10 or 11 years ago?
No. 10 or 11 years ago, we're talking like 2009, 2010. 2009, 2010, we had the Guhong already.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can 10 TPS the Guhong, like if you were really good. Like, this is like legit from the 80s. Like, it feels like the level of difficulty of like moving it feels like it's from the 80s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely a blocky cube.
Yeah, it's funny because there are no blocks.
There's no Florian cuts.
Yeah.
There's nothing. It's definitely not built for speed.
Mm-hmm.
But people are definitely using it for speed, and there are tutorials on how to set it up online, which I'm going to look at this evening.
Yes. But you know what my one takeaway is from this experience? I actually was happy I got mad.
Really?
Yeah, it's like, the first time you try to solve like a standard Rubik's Cube and like you don't have a tutorial, right? You're just kind of trying to figure it out on your own. Obviously you don't.
Mm-hmm.
You get so frustrated because the Rubik's Cube is such an elegant puzzle because it's so simple, right? It's got colors and you match them and you're like, I'm a grown man, I can match colors.
Yeah.
And then you don't, and then you get mad because you have the expectation that you can do it and then the reality, which is you don't.
Like, I guess I'm not that smart.
Yeah, I guess I'm not that smart. But like that feeling that you get from solving the Rubik's Cube for the first time is like after you're a cuber, you very rarely get it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you don't...
I think that's the feeling that serious puzzle enthusiasts are addicted to.
Yeah, they get it every time they get like a sophisticated puzzle.
Yeah, or it's the reward of figuring it out. That little drip of serotonin your brain
Mm-hmm.
decides to give you when you figure it out.
Yeah.
So maybe that's it. And this has got me, it definitely inspired me to maybe go back and look at my Aton Star. This puzzle definitely is unique. Mm-hmm. And I see why people are interested in it.
Yeah, it felt like I was learning how to ride a bicycle again for the first time. Mm-hmm. It's so refreshing to be challenged and to feel dumb. Mm-hmm. It's like humbling and it's so different. Like the movements on this puzzle are so different, and the intuitive aspect and the logic of the puzzle, where like the puzzle has two halves and certain pieces can only be on one, and like the edge orientation and the vertex orientation, it's all like a new logic, and I can understand why people are so invested in trying to get this into the WCA.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the logic is different. Like as we've been cubing for a long time, and it took us a while to understand the logic of the puzzle.
Yeah, I mean, I still don't fully grasp it, but I will know more tomorrow. You can bet on that.
Yeah. I'm able to solve it if I don't make a mistake. And if I make a mistake, I get really mad because I get it in my head but not in my hands.
You're using a cheat sheet, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it's only one alg.
Oh, okay.
The one alg is the same alg as the corner permutation in a 3x3.
Okay.
It's corner permutation that doesn't affect orientation, that disregards orientation.
That makes sense.
It's like what? R prime, U, L prime, U prime, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
It's like Niklas almost.
Yeah. Maybe it is Niklas.
It might be.
I just forgot the name of Niklas. That's how like heavy my head feels after trying to learn this thing for 2 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really am impressed by the people who are solving this in like 20 seconds, even like a minute. Like you guys are rock stars
for sure.
And I'm a complete moron.
Oh, same. Same.
Except your method's smarter than mine.
Well, it's not my method. Thanks, Ben.
Yeah, thank you, Ben. And thank you, Google webpage.
Yeah, random Google page from
yeah.
1995.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, it was really interesting, and it was definitely a good experience. Like I said, like riding a bike again.
Yeah, so if you guys are interested in this and want to learn it with us or alongside, we have it for sale right now on TheCubicle. So I'll link it down in the description. Definitely check that out. This puzzle, if you're super comfortable in your event, like you are a solid 3x3 solver, 4x4 solver, whatever you may do, it's really fun to step outside your comfort zone. And I would not have expected it to be that much fun, but the fact that I did it at work and then I'm going to do it this evening should tell you something, right?
Yeah. You know what? It's interesting because it doesn't even look that hard because all the pieces are the same shape. Mm-hmm. It's like all triangles and you're like, oh, it looks like a pyramid from one side. How hard can it be?
Yeah.
I'm so sad. But yeah, thanks for watching.
Yep. Talk to you guys later.